Hey guys, we're gonna do an install of the JBL PowerSport soundbar. I don't know if I think it's a really new product just because I tried to do information on the internet about it and there was not a damn thing that helped me out. There's a couple of videos from a guy in a Ranger that it was already installed. I imagine he got it installed in the dealership. Couldn't think of the word. And there was stuff from JBL, of course. There was stuff from a promoter, but nothing. There was a couple concerns that I had. The speaker being as big as it is, I was like, well, is this thing powered by LiPo batteries? And then I saw that they had a bigger model that's actually amplified, and I was like, well, that has to be powered by the RZR itself. So I was expecting there to be cords, even though every picture that you look at, every thing that you pull up on the internet, it's not showing any cords whatsoever. And I was a little upset about that. I was like, come on, I want to see what's gonna have to be plugged in here and ran. It's a really neat product. It actually splits in two. If you've done some research on them, you can put them in like ski boats, probably a back of a car or truck on a roll bar or something. I don't know why you would, but anything pretty much with a roll bar or something to mount it to. The decibel reading on these things are actually higher than anything on the market. There's a couple other sound bars that are out there and radios for Rangers and all that kind of stuff. But the stuff that like Polaris comes out with, I mean, it's loud, but it's just all treble. It really sounds like shit. I have a couple friends with radios in their side by sides, and it's no good. So I wanted to go with something name brand. There are some really nice sound bars that people say are very good, but it's not a JBL, it's not a Bose, it's not a Sony. Even though Bose has fell off over the years, the sound quality in Bose is comparable to, the top stuff. I have a JBL, I don't know what it's called here. This JBL here, and the sound that comes out of this thing is absolutely amazing for the size of it. I mean, it's about two of my hands, and it is freaking loud. It'll fill up this entire garage. The bass on it's okay. For how big it is, it's amazing how the bass is actually. So that being said, I knew that the sound bar was going to be pretty amazing, and I hope it is for what it cost. You can get the regular model for about $450. The amplified model is over $700, almost $800 once you get it shipped and everything. I think all said and done, I bought it from JBL. It was $830. So this is kind of what you get here. You get a really nice picture here of no wires, of course. It looks great. Well, guys, I hate to break it to you. There's fucking wires, and there's a lot of wires. The reason there are a lot of wires here is because they give you enough wires to hook it up into the radio in your boat, or if you have a radio in your RZR or something like that. I'm not going to use those. It's Bluetooth, so I'm going to Bluetooth at my phone. So it has, probably, I want to say about 10 foot of cable here, power, ground, accessory. I don't know what the blue is here. I'll have to see what it is. But they give you a book of installation. This is it, guys. You get 1 page of installation. There you go. Actually, I'm sorry, 2 pages. And then the rest of this 30-page book is every other language known to human man. You also get your brackets here, which to me look quite retardable. Is retardable a word? I don't know if retardable is a word, but they're fucking huge. They're absolutely huge. So I don't know what these are going to look like once I get them mounted to the RZR. I mean, I don't know. I want to put it back here in the back end with all I got lights in this little deal on the front, so I don't want to really put it up there. I think it's going to hang down so low that's going to obstruct my vision. So I want to actually put it back here, run the wires down this tube. You can't get into this tube, so I'm just going to zip tie it to the end, go down underneath of the RZR, and then up front and wire it in. So I've never wired, actually I just got this RZR probably 3 months ago. I've never put anything on it other than I just put on this rear bumper here So other than that, I haven't put anything on this, so I don't even know what's underneath the hood. They got lights hooked up into it, so I don't know how bad the wiring is in here. I got some supplies. I went and got some zip strips, some extra wire in case these wires aren't long enough. I have to straighten up that monstrosity. Projects. I just moved, so I got projects. And I haven't cleaned my toolbox. So you get it put in two, and you get remote. So if you were out in the woods and you have a bonfire, you can bring the remote to the bonfire. So, but we're gonna get this installed. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these other wires. I think I'm gonna snip them off. Hopefully that don't fuck it up, but I'm gonna snip them off. All right. So let's get started. Well, guys, here it goes. Cutting this thing off. Pretty anal, so I'm going to get a tape measure here, make sure this is in the center. All right, well, we got it mounted. I pointed it down a little bit towards where I'm going to be at in the passenger. I think it looks pretty good in the back. And then, you know, up front, I'm just too worried about it hitting something. I got that little visor thing up there, so I'm going to buy a half windshield here too. So I just think once that half windshield's in there and this stuff and all that, I mean, that thing would hang down about that low, and I just think that's stupid. So the brackets really, I mean, they're strong, they're sturdy. I like the way they're made. I like the way you can tilt it, but it does hang down a lot. You know, luckily, I imagine on a lot of miles, if it didn't hang down that low, you'd hit another bar or something. You can kind of see over in the corner that I might have hit a bar if it was higher. So we're gonna get this wire ran and plug it in. It looks like I might actually get this done today. It's not actually going as slow as I thought it would. So let's get this wire ran and see how it works. All right, not being able to run this in the bar, I'm gonna hide it behind the speaker as much as I can. What I'm trying to do is, and I'm zip stripping. Of course, I'm going to cut all these off to make it cleaner looking, but what I'm trying to do is run it in the back of the, I'm afraid if I run it along the side, I'm going to catch a branch in between it, so I'm running it on the back. The only bad thing is they don't coat that enough. I don't know why they would give you this much bare wire. I don't know why they wouldn't case it in there a lot farther. So another thing I really don't like. So I mean, there's starting to become quite a bit of numbers of things that I don't like about this thing, but if this thing performs like I've been hearing, I'm gonna be pretty happy. So right now, I don't have enough shrink wrap to run shrink wrap all the way down it. That would get pretty expensive anyway. Shrink wrap's not cheap. So what I'm gonna do is I only have about 10 inches here. I'm gonna actually run this in electrical wire. I think I'm gonna run the whole thing in electrical wire because it's gonna go underneath. I'm gonna run underneath here. Hopefully, I don't think I'm gonna have enough to even remotely get close to the front, so I'm gonna have to put on some more wire here, but that's what's going on right now. Okay, well, I got all that put together. This wire's crimped and shrink wrapped and covered in tape. So I'm going to continue down this wire. I don't really need to. I should just go every 5 inches or something. This wire that I put on is real thick. It has a thick coating on it, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it so it's easier to run. Get it up to the front end and hook it into the proper places and see how this thing sounds. All I did here, right down the pipe, down underneath here, I'm gonna zip strip that to the pipe, loosen this up so I could get the wire underneath, and I'm gonna run it right along that bar and up into there, zip tie it all the way, and get it wired in here. All right, well, here we are. I got a little overzealous with the extra wire, but nevertheless, I would never have gotten up here if I wouldn't have added wire. So I'm gonna cut this down, put it in the posts, and it looks like here's gonna be my power, my ground. My accessories are gonna be right here, it looks like. That remote wire or whatever it's talking about, don't really know where that's gonna go, but I'll figure it out here. I don't even know if I need it, so. I dropped my nut down there somewhere. Dropped my nut for my accessory. It's down there. Oh boy. Let's see if I have another one. All right, it's running and it's loud. About halfway, in the garage, halfway is almost, sitting in the chair is almost too much. It's that loud. So, I mean, running down the trails with the wind and everything, it's going to be loud enough. Bass-wise, there's not much there. It's just, when you get it up there, it still sounds pretty clear. Now, I cranked it all the way up, and yeah, it gets distorted. I think they're probably the same speakers as in the non-amplified one, and you can crank the non-amplified one, but since this is amplified, when you start cranking it, it's putting everything those speakers have. So that's halfway. That's 3/4. all the way. I don't even know if you can hear me. So it sounds pretty damn good. I can't wait to try it on the trail. The nice thing is you have the one here that you can unhook, so if you're sitting around, you can change your music, stop it, turn volume up and down. And then on the other side, you got your link, your power. This here just makes these turn on. This here turns, I believe, the top and the bottom lights on. They got map readers here. You can dim it or up high. Those probably aren't too goddamn bright. So, and they're kind of in a bad spot when it's in the back here, but it's going to be pretty nice having lights there, I guess. The only bad thing is that I don't like is that on this side, the passenger can't turn the volume up or anything. It's the only bad thing. If you had this mounted in front now, then it would be opposite. The driver wouldn't be able to turn the volume up. It'd be all passenger driven. So I guess having it back here is kind of nice. I can reach up behind me, I guess, and turn the volume up to where if I had it put in front, I wouldn't be able to turn the volume up. There's no way to turn the volume up here. So it's either with your phone or on that side, which if you mounted it in front, like I said, it'd just be only the passenger would be able to play on it. So I kind of like it actually in the back here. I can reach up and turn the volume. So, but it links up just like a JBL. As soon as you turn it on, it tries linking up. So pretty happy with it. I'll have to give you my review on it in about 6 months and see how it's holding up and stuff. I guess they say it's water resistant to the weather and washing it and stuff, but you know, when I go to hose this thing down, I'm not gonna try to get that speaker spot, you know, spick and span. I'm just gonna leave it a little bit dirty and not really hose it down. I don't want to ruin it. So like I said, I spent $830. It is an expensive speaker. I just think it's better than everything else on the market, even though I haven't heard the other sound bars. I've kind of researched them on YouTube, but I mean, the people that do have them do like them, so I'm sure they're a pretty good choice. If you're hurting for money, or if you don't have $800, which a lot of people don't, I had to take a hell of a hit spending $800 on this thing. So I think the other ones are like $500. Now, if they're louder or not, I don't know. They are smaller. So, and then you have the ones that go up in here that Polaris and other companies sell. Those things are shit. A lot of them aren't even that loud. A lot of them do not have Bluetooth. You have to actually have a radio in your ride to be able to have one of those. So, like I said, installation. 2 hours. If I've done it before, I could have easily done that in shit. I could have probably done it in a half an hour, but since I've never done it before, it took about 2 hours to just figure little things out, like the wiring. I had to tape up those wires. Did I have to? No, but I kind of liked having them taped up and hiding them like that. So all I got left now is put the trunk back on, clean up a little bit, cut these zip ties off. So. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, please message me. I'll answer anything you guys got. I'll look up what, you know, if you don't want to spend time looking stuff up for them, I'll look it up for you. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.